That is the finished result of that 3 ponytail. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Today what we're going to be doing, we're going to be revisiting that viral bob that I did, 3 ponytails to create a beautiful graduated bob. Really looking forward to bringing you these quick and easy breakdowns of haircuts. So once you understand it, you can take it to the salon floor and you can be putting in your sectioning pattern and just cutting and giving your clients these looks. So let's get into it. What we'll do, we'll break down this sectioning pattern here. We'll then jump over to the heads on the wall and I'll draw it all out for you so you can see exactly where the sectioning pattern is. But first of all, we want to take a section down that middle back, just so we know that we're going to be balanced with that haircut. So just down there. And then we are again using, you can see, the little bobbles, little bands, little clear plastic bands. And on both sides, I want to be starting from that like temporal area. So not recession, not here, but the temple. And I want to be drawing that back here to just below the crown. So we've got a section like that. And I'm just going to use a clip just to clip that away while I get this section in. So we're looking at that temple area. We're coming from there, scooping that section around into that temple area. Just going to make sure that we're balanced. A little bit lower. So we need to scoop around a bit more through there. There we go. So again, just getting a nice big brush so we can keep all of that section together like this. And I've got the band on my finger. And I want this just to be sitting on that crown back here through there. So bobble in. Because this hair's a bit shorter, we'll probably need to go around one more time, like so, and then just pull it. So we've got that first section just there on top. So next section, we're going to bring in these sides on both of the sides of the mannequin. Look how shiny that looks. So again, I'll just get the bobble ready on my thumb and I'm scooping both sides back to the occipital bone. I'll just get a clip again, just so I can manage the sections. So there, just into that occipital bone. If you've got short hair, you'll probably have these bits that just fall out. Getting my bobble on that hair, give it a twist, scoop that hair through, and because of the length of it again, I'm going to go one more twist like that to secure. So we've got, let's get out of the way, that one there and that one there. We've got this underneath section here. If I can get it in a band, I will. So I'm just popping it on my thumb. Just taking this band off my thumb, getting it on that hair, twist it, and then we'll twist that one more time to there. So we've got that little pony there. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're going to do an incredible looking bob. So here's our sections here. Comb. Let's just clip that out of the way again, just so we can see. So scissors, comb. What we want to do, we're going to refresh this. So we're pulling this straight out from the head. Let's spin it around so you can see. Comes around occipital bone, around occipital bone, comes around from temporal to the crown. So say this is the crown there. Temporal comes around to the crown, round to the crown, and then this all comes back to occipital bone, there, there, and then we'll just go in there. So again, temporal, to the crown. This all scoops back to its occipital bone. And we've got ponytail, 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 just there. So that's our sectioning pattern for this look. So what we want to do, we're just pulling out and I'm taking off. So say from base, but you know, again, over directed back into here. So again, this is going to be like a graduated bob. We're pulling that hair back, over directing it back to create length towards the front. In salon, you could break it down into these three sections. Super simple. So you pull this back to the middle, pull back to the middle. We've got occipital bone as a point of reference. We've got our crown as a point of reference. We've got our temples as a point of reference. Pulling it all back. I'm just trying to break down these haircuts so simply for you to give you a really instant look. And when it comes to being on dry hair, obviously in salon it'll be wet, but I thought I'd cut myself there. But on dry, I can whip it out, show you it instantly. There's no of this sort of styling or anything like that, just to hide things. You'll be able to see it there and then. Right. So I'm going to pull this out to there. So that's probably about 2 inches from base. So I'm going in and I'm point cutting. And again, I'm point cutting because I want it to be refined as such as well. I want it to be softened off. But when we were doing this haircut in salon, we'd be pulling back, we could be cutting blunt, blow drying, and then we could be going in and softening. Or with wet hair, you could pull it all back to this point, pull it all back, and instead of doing your blunt sections, you could be going in like that. Next section, like that. You could be point cutting all of that length off to create softness. So there we go, there's our first cut. Let's let this down. So as a guide, let's push this right up to here and bring this down into here. So what I'm looking at, so you can see there actually, let me get out of the way. I'm going to use that as our guide, but I'm going to elevate it so we can meet it with this ponytail here. So we're going to pull that down to meet there. So if we're looking at that there, we're going to be taking off that much, as you can see, through there. I'll get out of the way. All of that. So there we go. So again, that could be our guide from underneath. We're putting all the hair back into our sections. It just happens to be, we've got a ponytail there keeping it all secure. And again, I'm point cutting. I could be using my Evo scissors here. I could be using my soft cuts. I could be using a razor. Whatever cuts hair, you could be using. So here we go, just tidying up. And again, if we want to take it this way, condense that down into there. Like that. Now what we'll do, we'll bring this right back to here, elevate that, and we're not actually taking too much off of that top section now. So we know we're going to be maintaining that length towards the front. Let's pop that up, that to there, and we're going to be taking off that much. You can see again, about 2 inches. There we go. 3 ponytails that are all cut the same place. Let's pull this first one out. Might need a little bit of styling from where that's popped up a little bit. Second one, third and final one. And you know what comes next? Good old shake. Like a maraca. Oh no, what's that? You know where there's 2 balls on either side? But there we go. 1 take, 1 cut, 3 cuts technically. But there we go. So we've got a graduated bob, which is just beautiful. You can see there, we've got balance in that bob. We've got layers, we've got texture, we've got graduation through there. Where that was all sort of like brought up into that ponytail because it was short, it's popped up a little bit. But if we got that blow dry down, I mean, doesn't even need to, look at that. Perfect. So I'll style this out, put in a little bit of a wave, something like that, something a little bit textured, a little bit sexy. And there we go, guys. That is the finished result of that 3 ponytail bob. This is it styled. You can check the other video up here, linked in the description as well, just to show you how I put this wave in. But yeah, look at that, even with that colour. So the colour technique is ribbon lights. Thicker pieces of blondes run through the hair, creates that texture, makes it look as if it's all shining all the time. And that was it, where you got it bending in between it all. So yeah, hope you loved it. If you do, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to know. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video.